God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for
Nice to hear the Canadian national anthem performed by Skylar Cole. We'll be back in a moment. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K. Well, Grant, we're still early on in the season here, but you feel like you've got a good sense of these teams yet?
Absolutely no. I mean, it's too early right now to tell. Now, some teams are still kind of coming into their own, so I think we need a few more games before we get a real sense of who the contenders are this year.
Now, Washington's starting five. They've got DeLon Wright, Denny Avdia out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Kispert, and it's Poole in at the two-guard spot. Out of bounds, Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. And we have to take another look at that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Just two to shoot. Now off the inbound. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Blocked again! And Toronto has possession. Here's the captain. What a tremendous game he played against Boston. Takes it inside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And Grant, for years, the Wizards resisted calls to rebuild. But things changed this summer.
Yeah, B.A. And even though the return for their stars wasn't as dramatic as we saw for teams like the Jazz, I think there's a sense of relief in D.C. that the organization is resetting and trying something new.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's the captain. Count that bucket. The captain's gotten his second bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Avdia passes to Wright. Now Gafford. It's Poole on the wing. Gafford with a screen on Beal. Poole finds Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Gafford. Beal against Poole. On the take. Rebound, Anthony Davis.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Here's the captain. Avdia pulls it in. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Right, the pass to Avdia. That one rolls around and rims out. The Raptors have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Here's the captain. He's got 7 with the drive, and that one drops. The captain's got 9.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Washington trailing. And here's Wright. Gafford the screen. They need this. And there's a nice layup by Wright.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here's Kispert. Inside, Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
From deep three-point land. Missed it. 4 for 7 so far in this one. The Wizards shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Here's Wright. Can't get it to drop. Excellent D there from Davis. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Banked it in off the glass.
With AD's length, if he's that close, it's going to make that shot very easy.
Now a timeout called by Washington. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
And these two teams will face off against one another 4 times. It should be fun.
So you know each game they play will hold a lot of importance to both teams.
Washington making some changes. Muscala, he's checked in for Avdia. Gallinari comes in for Kispert. And it's Shamet in for Wright. 1:14 left in the first quarter here. Here's Shamet. And that one's long.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Here's the captain. 9 points in the game, 6 on the shot clock. Here he goes. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8, looking comfortable out there.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Shamet passes to Poole. To the middle. Here's Muscala. And Muscala with the slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response. Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Here's the captain, guarded by Poole. The captain, pass to Beal. Here's the captain. That one falls, coming off Beal's feed. The captain's got 14 points for the game. And so it's Toronto with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Raptors?
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
We've got Davis, and it's Taylor in at the 4-man spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards not making the playoffs the last couple of seasons motivated them to bring in some youth in Jordan Poole, and the players say that they've seen dramatic improvements from player facilities, energy, and player development. They said they're transitioning, they're going in the right direction, but they still have a lot of improvements to make.
Good point, Allie. Thank you. Smitty, let me ask you, what do you think has been the most impactful change to the game in recent years?
I think it's the three-point shot, BA. The number of attempts and also the bigs from the center spot and the power forward. Those guys taking threes has created a lot of space for guys to drive the basketball.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Davis against Beal. Pass to Gallinari. Toronto grabs the miss.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Outside Davis. The three. And the Raptors, another three.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Now a timeout called by Washington. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Avdia, he's checked in for Washington. Wright comes in for Davis. Davis against Muscala. Fires away from way outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. Number one, the Raptors.
The steals numbers only tell part of the story. This was a team that made trouble for every opponent with their incredible effort on the defensive end.
Toronto has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Well, the Raptors have earned quite the reputation for their player development, Smitty.
You're totally right, B.A. They don't need to pick in the lottery. They've gotten great value out of their draft picks, and a lot of those have become stars.
And you don't need a roadmap when he's got open court in front of him like that.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
Down low. And finished off by Davis.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by AD.
Right outside. Nifty move. The captain with a rebound. The Raptors have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start in the second. To the inside. Rebound by the Wizards. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed.
.52 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Raptors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the captain.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
And so in the game for Washington, Daniel Gafford is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's DeLon Wright. Then it's Jordan Poole. And it's Kispert in at the 3 slot.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second one. And here's Junior outside. So no problem for